Welcome to Teen Talk, Growing Together, Family Edition. Parenting a teen can be incredibly difficult, but being a teen who's struggling at this stage of life is equally challenging. It can feel like no one understands what you're going through sometimes. This podcast is where we talk about topics that are important for teenagers, their parents, and their families, with the hope to help them navigate this journey and grow together. I will share my professional insights and my personal stories along with my special guests to make this podcast awesomely good. Hi, welcome to Teen Talk. Actually, I've recently changed the name. It's Teen Talk, Growing Together Family Edition. So this is the place where we will talk about teenagers, their lives, their families, their relationship, parenting, all things teenagers. And we have Belle back this week.
Hi.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention, I'm your host, Pei-I, and Belle is my co-host. If this is the first time you tune into our podcast, Belle and I have a ritual where we podcast to talk about things that related to teenagers, to their families, to their lives, to parenting. So we're going to do the same for today. And again, our podcast is never scripted, it's authentic, and it's never edited. All right, Belle, do you want to draw the cards today? I think I did it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, I don't know what we're gonna get today. I don't know about the sets of cards. Sometimes they're really dark.
Yes.
Like, really heavy topics. I hope we get a really light-hearted one today, and because it's a weekend and the sun is shining in Scotland today for a change. Right, ready? Tell me when to stop. Oh, hang on a second. Oh. Right, so this is that one. Oh, actually, I might find this one quite difficult to talk about. Actually, this one is, I don't know if you can see the cards. So basically, this one is just chilling.
Right. Okay.
Well, I did wish for an easier one, lighthearted one to talk about. And then I got one, and I'm like, what am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Well, I guess just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a lot I could probably talk about that because
excellent.
With how it is right now, it's during exams are right now, and a lot of people will be having issues with their teenagers with revision and their teenager not wanting to revise, or teenagers will be experiencing pressure from parents. And yeah, so just chilling just makes you think of like procrastinating or just chilling.
I suppose I'm curious about what chilling really means for teenagers. What kind of chilling it is. What does it mean for teenagers?
Chilling as a teenager is just like being in your room, listening to music, talking to your friends, watching Netflix or something. Yeah, I don't know, it's just chilling. Yeah, just doing something.
And I suppose I heard you say earlier on, it's like the exams, and I suppose when you go into secondary school, there's always a lot of pressure to.
Yeah, it made me think, because right now I'm in a time where I'm chilling I'm still going into school and doing work, but like I'm relaxing. It's not an exam and it's not this big stress pressure. But not that long ago I had my drama, like a lot of work to do for that in very time, which was the opposite of just chilling. I was 7 a.m. in the morning till about 11 p.m. at night for like 2 weeks straight working on this thing. Wow. So I didn't think about like that, I guess, and like how when I was doing that I was just thinking I can't wait to just relax. And I know that my friends feel the same way right now. Their exams is they just think they're not chilling right now, they're working really hard, but they thinking about just chilling.
Yeah, I suppose, you know what, you made me think about my teenage years. Like, do you know how Asian culture, like Taiwanese culture, it's all about efficiency, it's all about productivity. And remember when I was a teenager, I really didn't know what was chilling like. Because
Wow.
exactly, you were expected to do things, to help out, and always on the go, right? And I think that kind of became part of me. So as I mature, I really need to relearn how to chill and just relax and to have my own time to be with myself.
Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, and I talk about this, like I joke about it with my friends. It's like this is how efficient it is in Taiwan, right? As soon as you say I was waiting for the bus, and as soon as I just got on, my right foot was on the bus is already off. So
Yeah.
it's like this is the efficiency. Oh, of course, it's also dangerous. But it's like there was never time to chill. And I can imagine I was speaking to my niece when I was home in December time. There literally was no time to chill because they went to school at what, 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock, and they didn't finish till 4 or 5. And some of the teenage children will go to after school program, or
Yeah.
call them cram school, that maybe a more American term. So you have tutors, in a big class to teach you math or to teach you English or science. So then you can sit the big exam better, so you can go to a better university. So it's
Mhm.
really like there's just no time to chill, you know?
No, can't imagine that. It's like I'm someone that very, very, very values my like chill time. Like I think my family's quite like a chill family, and I've always like I've always valued and enjoyed relaxing. But
I
yeah,
suppose it's a balance, isn't it? Because for
it is
me,
a balance.
there's a cultural context to it, and there's also about, like, the Taiwanese welfare system and Scottish welfare system is very different. Me growing up, there was no support from the government saying that if your parents were ill, you could go to they would subsidize the wages, or you can get a school meal, whatever. There was nothing like that, and my parents were always working. And of course, I talk about this. They made themselves a self-millionaire, but what they I still didn't know how to chill, because that was in our culture, in our beliefs, like you have to work hard because nobody can look after you but yourself or your family. The government is not going to help you. So I think that created the mentality is chilling is a lazy,
Yeah. Hmm.
right? But in a Scottish context or any other country's context, culture context, it means a very different thing. It means like you're learning to look after yourself. You have your time for you. You need to recharge the battery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Imagine you'd have to really rewire that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no.
Yeah, can
Um,
you imagine?
no,
Starting from
literally.
8 o'clock till 4 o'clock and then go to after school and then till like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and you ate your food and you went to bed, and then the next thing repeat for like 6 years.
That's awful though, because it's like, I mean, when I do like like very long periods of work where I'm working like really early to very late, like
Mm-hmm.
working really hard, I literally need, after it's done, I literally need to have like 3 days of just doing nothing afterwards. Otherwise, I can't function properly. Like, I don't know how you did that.
I know, because they were just the expectation, it was the norm, you know. So then I got curious about this though, Belle. How much chilling is too much chilling? Because we're talking about finding the balance, isn't it? And
Yeah, but
how
um,
much chilling is the chilling that parents would be thinking, huh, I think my teenage children are chilling too much. They are
yeah,
not living up to their full potential, borderline a bit,
yeah, yeah. Eh,
relax.
well, I actually been thinking about that a lot recently because I know myself, if I just like do nothing all day, then I'm, unless I need to do nothing all day, unless I'm really tired or I'm ill or whatever, and I need to, I always just feel a bit unmotivated by the end of the day. I feel like a bit like I've not really done anything. Like, I don't know. Or I feel like if you were sort of just chill, like what we were sort of talking about, like just chilling in your room, just
Mhm.
with friends, whatever. If you do that for too long, like what? Well, different for everyone, but probably for like too long of that would definitely be like just doing nothing 2 days.
Mhm.
2 days, I'd just feel it'd be too much because you'd start to feel unmotivated, and that's how
Mhm.
you get too much. Like if you start to feel like you're in a bit of a slump, or you're a bit like there's lots of things. When it becomes procrastination, that's when it's bad. Like when it's you procrastinating something,
Mhm.
I think probably.
So it sounds like when it would be helpful for the parents or the teenagers to learn how to balance, how to chill to begin with, because I never
Yeah.
learned that when I was a teenager. But then,
Also,
yeah, and how
yeah,
to find the balance of that.
yeah, exactly. And even like it's not this I don't even mean like, oh, if you're not going out and doing something or working every day. I mean like if you're just chilling,
Mm-hmm.
it'd probably be good if you're as I was a parent, if my child was like just chilling in like a really messy room with like there's stuff everywhere and like not properly looking after themselves, like showering late in the evening, like that's when I would be like, that is laziness. Like they're not actually looking after themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If they're still like getting up and eating 3 meals a day and showering and keeping their room clean, but they're just deciding to have a chill day,
Mm-hmm.
boring because like that's when you see them doing it like when they're not looking after themselves as a result, then
Mm-hmm.
not good. But also everyone's different. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
So how would teenagers know when they need to chill?
I don't know. It's just like no. Like if you're really tired or you've been everything's been very hectic or busy, or if you've been in a very high stress like period of time, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Difficult thing to talk about. Like,
It
I don't know.
is, but I suppose what I'm hearing you say is these external influences and circumstances that is making you feel drained emotionally, physically to an extent that you might need to think, I need to chill. And you know what? As you mature and you go on all the social platforms, what they're teaching you and telling you is listen to your body, listen to your body, and yeah, why not starting early and teaching teenagers listen to your body? What is your body telling you instead of the societal expectation or your own expectation of you thinking, actually, I can't really chill now. Otherwise, I probably feel bad about or feel guilty about maybe chilling too much or having the rest or all these things. It's quite hard, isn't it? Even just like
Yeah,
chilling can be so difficult.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's a good point. Like, I think chilling. I think chilling is just looking after yourself. Like, yeah, it's such an important thing to learn to do. Like, to just like just want to relax and enjoy your own. Also, learn to enjoy your own company as well.
Mm-mm.
You know, just like doing things like I don't know. Like, I think it is important. I think it is important. I think it's listening to your body. Yeah, if you
Mm,
feel and also listening to your if you're someone that's quite anxious or whatever, if you just feel like you can't anything else sounds gives you like stress or you can't cope with it, maybe like saying, okay, that's fine, like I'm not going to beat myself up about it, I'm just going to relax today and
mm-mm,
chill around the house.
mm-mm. Okay. Do you know what? When you're talking, I got curious about, is there any differences, or are there any differences between boys and girls chill? Or they chill, different,
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, there's differences between everyone's chill,
mm-mm,
but I think yes. But it's also quite similar. I mean, I don't know. I think both girls and boys, just when they want to chill, bottom line is just not really doing much at all and just relaxing in their room or the sitting room, maybe watching TV, like eating or whatever. I don't know. Like, I,
mm,
but yeah, it's just different for everyone because it depends what makes you feel like
relaxed.
relaxed. Exactly.
Mm-mm,
That could be different for everyone. I guess
mm-mm,
video games and stuff, where sometimes if boys want a day to just relax and they'll like be on with their friends on video games and stuff. I don't know, but girls do that too. So I don't know. It's actually just I think it's just different for everyone.
hmm. I was thinking about something, but you went straight out of my mind when you're talking.
Oh,
The I suppose, like you say, there might be differences. It really is individually led, but I'm just thinking about What about families? Families
That,
who want to chill with their teenagers or
yeah, a good point because, yeah, I don't think about it that much. I mean, I really recently I've been like chilling with mum more, making time to, and I actually really enjoy it. Like even just in the evening, making time to just like after we've had dinner or whatever, just or while we have dinner and then after, just like chill and watch an episode of a show that we really like that we're watching it together, or like just sit and chat, or like I don't know. Like I think it is really important to do that because it's really important to have a relationship with your family and your friends outside of, you know, really, I don't know, like you should be able to chill with your family. Yeah.
But you'll be surprised. Some teenagers might find it really difficult to chill with their parents or with their
I mean,
family.
yeah, I've definitely struggled with that before. I mean, I'd like sometimes when you're a teenager, especially when you're a younger teenager, you
Mhm.
can feel really just stressed around your parents and like, you know, your parents are just stressful to you and little things they do and they and trigger you really easily, like you get annoyed at them really easily and like yeah, I mean I never felt relaxed a lot. Well, I did, but like I was very I could be very stressed around my parents, especially my dad. Like I would just feel like, oh, like why does he have to do that?
Just stop it. But
But
on the
like I,
other hand, your parents may be thinking, what have I done to annoy her?
yeah, definitely. Like
Exactly, what have I done wrong now?
yeah, I know being a bomb like ready to go off sometimes, I think, when you're a teenager. So yeah, I do think when you're I've only really just learned to chill with my family and just also to chill out because we could be talking about being chilling out right now in the sense of just even when you're in very stressful situations or
Mm-mm,
you're doing a lot, just to be chill about it and just to not set yourself like just to do it and pass through it and just like be chill about it. Like I don't know, like
mm-mm,
just really beat yourself up about it or really push yourself and stress yourself out when you don't need to. Like you can do what you need to do, but just and more relaxed, I guess, which is also important. But
mm-mm,
yeah, with chilling with parents, like I think I've really learned this year how to spend time in my own company, and then in return, I can spend time with my family and friends with more quality. Like I can just chill out with them, and I don't. They're different people, and I have that separation as
mm-mm,
us as like what they do that might have annoyed me before. It like doesn't bother me anymore because I'm just like whatever. Like they're just chilling. Like I don't
mm-mm.
know.
So
I don't know.
when you learn to spend time with yourself and chill, what
Mhm.
what what was the process like? What actually what were you doing that really helped you to process these things or recover?
So for me, self care has always been like very high value.
Mm,
My family all like laugh about it because they all say it's such a tourist thing, but like I just really like to just relax or like like have a bubble bath, do a face mask, watch some Netflix, like. But what I really learned is I have to keep my room clean, and then I feel like I'm relaxing by it. But anyway,
mm-hmm.
what like for me, um,
Yeah, because I'm thinking when you're
yeah,
doing those things, there's a internal process to help you to release the stress or recover. I'm just wondering what that was for you.
um, but when I was learning to sort of spend time with myself
Yeah,
and
were you like thinking, were you reflecting, or were you just
yeah,
feeling, or just being, were you just, you know?
yeah, definitely there was. I was definitely it started with reflecting, and I obviously still do, but I think it was from coming out of being such an intense like 15-year-old actually,
Mm,
like where I was even when I was chilling, like I was never really just like completely just quite happy. It was always like sort of just didn't really feel good about it, or like I was insecure or like meshing, like I don't know, like it wasn't the same. And
mm,
so I learned when I sort of started coming out of that, what helped me a lot was actually learning to relax productively relax productively. Like, actually take time to relax and think about how you're gonna do that and what, just listening to yourself rather than just, like, before I would just sort of like, "Oh, I'm just not gonna do anything today," and I just lie on my phone all day. Like,
Mhm.
whereas now if I wanna have a chill day, like, I'll get up and shower and I'll make sure my room's clean and, I'll go to the sitting room and watch, like, I don't know what my process was. Yeah.
Oh, I
I think
think these are really important skills to learn and to have, and not to wait till you're like 20 odd years old and go, oh my God, I have to relearn about
yeah,
how to care for myself and what works for me, what strategy will make me feel better or good, and all of these things. So it's good that you're learning these things at such an young age. I
yeah.
never ever thought like when I was a teenager, I'll be reflecting about how my day went or whatever. I was just simply grumpy. Why did I
Well,
do that?
I mean,
And
I was so like that for so
yeah.
long. Was not good for me, and it really, like, when I sort of pulled myself out of that, I mean, I was, like, quite, I've talked about it before in this podcast, like, I was suffering with like, my mental health wasn't very good for quite a long time, and so, yeah, when I was pulling myself out of that, I really wanted to do it properly, and do you know,
Mhm.
so it actually did help with that because there's a lot of conversation now that's easily accessible
Mhm.
about, self-care and how actually important it is. And yeah, it definitely, like you were talking earlier about how, like, different cultures and stuff and, like, you know, a lot older people and stuff, like, I know they're just not they don't you don't learn it when you grow up. They didn't learn it. It wasn't everywhere, but now I'm being a teenager and I'm seeing people who have had depression and they say, "I'm going through a bit of a depression right now, but I'm gonna, like, what this is what I did today to help myself feel a bit better," or, like,
Mhm.
I don't just stuff like that. Like, I saw it and I just thought, "Okay," it gave me a stepping stone to work out how to look after myself and pull myself out of that, and then I learned how to do it, and now I know how to just chill out and how important it is, and
Mhm.
yeah, like, looking after yourself is really important.
Absolutely. So we thought about the cultural context, we thought about the gender context, and we thought
Yeah.
about the family system context. Now I'm thinking about the class context, Belle.
Class?
Yeah, class in terms of like if you
Oh, I thought you
from
meant
a more affluent family, would
yeah.
you be having different kind of a chilling, as a
Yeah,
teenager?
yeah,
Would you be going on the yacht or would you be going on the private jet? Or hmm,
yeah,
or they are just like any other teenagers, like to go on their social media, like to be in their own room, like to be.
yeah, I don't know, this is what I mean, like, I'm thinking about this now, and from, like, what I've gathered,
Mhm.
like, I think it is just so personal. Like, I don't know, because I know a lot of really, like, high in classes and, like, very upper class families can be very, like, they want their children. I know some, and they're put under a lot of pressure. They do school, then sport, and then
Mhm.
they do studying, and they get a tutor, and, like, I don't know. But then at the same time, some just, like, it means that they've given their children more time to relax because
Mhm.
they're lucky enough that they have that time. But yeah, I don't know, like, I can't really speak on that much because I only know my own experience and
Okay, let's
from
imagine a if you were affluent teenager, how
what
would you
does
like to chill?
what does that mean?
If you're a rich, you know,
Oh, yeah.
teenager, how would you like to chill?
Probably the same way I do now. I don't know.
Mm,
Way I so I guess, like, if I was, maybe I'd add on little things, like, I'd probably do some more online shopping, like, I'd
mm,
probably
mm,
buy some things for myself, I guess,
mm,
or, um, maybe, like, yeah, probably just buy some stuff for myself,
mm,
or I would, like, enjoy being, like, a big mansion or something while
mm,
I was chilling, that would be nice. I don't know, yeah, but I've just in the same way I do now, like
But I suppose I just got curious and thinking about Would it be similar to the teenagers, or would because of the financial security and freedom to allow them to have different kind of chill?
Well, yeah. I think it's a good thing to question, but I actually genuinely do think it just depends on
Mm-mm.
self and your family because, yeah, like I just said, like I've noticed that a lot of children who have very high achieving, well, not high achieving, but like rich parents
Mm-mm.
are often have a lot of pressure to be rich themselves and to get into the best universities and,
Mm-mm.
go to sport and get every opportunity you can. So obviously their parents did that. And yeah, so I
Sounds
really
like
do.
sounds like even when they're chilling, there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but also that it could be the opposite. They could have a lot. They could, I like their families might not be like that, and their families might be quite chill. And I don't know. Like I genuinely do think self care and how you look after yourself and how you chill out is so personal to you and your family. Like I don't think there can really be stereotypes made. I think the only stereotype that can be made are for people that don't know how to chill out or
Mm-mm.
that are struggling mentally and well, how some people would say would chill out every day are actually just not chilling out every day. They're lying down,
Mm-mm.
feeling really unmotivated and insecure. And like, I don't know, like, I guess you could make a stereotype about that.
Mm-mm. I suppose it depends, like you say, isn't it? It's very personalized and it's very
It's very, yeah,
individualistic.
that's fine.
But
Like,
at the
it's,
same time, what I'm thinking is because if you had the financial means to help you chill differently, this is a different experience. Right.
yeah,
Right now, I will go for massages regularly. I do my nails, I get my hair done. For me,
yeah,
it's chilling. Right. But some people might choose, like, you know what, my self-care is to not do all these things, but do so there's different methods how people chill. But I'm just thinking about how does class detect a family chill and a teenage chill in
so
this context.
I think if if you were struggling, if you had a big family and you were struggling and it was hard to
Mm-mm.
I mean, as I'm thinking about I was thinking about it from the teenager's perspective, as in a young teenager who doesn't have a job or whatever.
Mm-mm.
But if you were a young teenager in a family that was struggling, you might have to get a job and then you wouldn't be able to chill out. Or your parents, I mean, most likely aren't very chill and cannot chill out. They don't have the time to because
Yeah.
with home after work or whatever, then they have to look after their kids. And, I don't know, like, I think in that sense, definitely, I think being able to take days to relax and self-care is definitely a privilege, 100%. And
Mm-mm.
it's a shame that it like you have to be in a certain position to be able to do that because it's like a human right. But yeah, I do think yes, it definitely can in that sense. And it's
But I suppose what is the same is chilling is needed,
yeah,
regardless of your gender, your class, your cultural context. Teenagers, and I say this again and again and again, teenagers are going through the spur of growth. So on so many different levels, emotionally, physically, it's exhausting.
yeah,
Right. So building in time to chill every day is important. And it doesn't necessarily have to be spending money, even if you're rich, it could be
no,
something very small. Mm-mm.
yeah, exactly. Like I
Mm-mm.
mean, I don't spend money when I have a chill day. I just relax in my house. But
Mm-mm. Like,
yeah,
you know what, shopping for me is chilling. I'm like,
well,
I'm
shopping
spending
for me,
money, but I'm like, oh, that's so relaxing. Oh,
yeah.
oh.
So if I get paid or whatever, or if I like I do obviously I love shopping and it is self-care, but like I wouldn't need to do that in a chill day. But yeah, like I love it obviously. That's why I was saying if I was like a millionaire, I would definitely do it all the time, like if I could. But anyway, yeah, exactly. Just what you said. Like I think we've learned that chilling is really important for everyone.
Mm,
And
mm.
but it is a privilege and it's it's a shame that some people barely get any time to chill and, can't get time to them for themselves because it would be exhausting. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched it on Netflix, but the program Maid came to mind. You'd really like it. It's a really good actress, and it's about this woman who has this child and has to escape her abusive like boyfriend, and she gets lots of cleaning jobs, and you see her like she's trying to earn money to keep her and her child happy.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Um, but yeah, in that like she doesn't get any time to herself at all. She doesn't get any time to process what's going on for her. She doesn't get any time to process like what she's going through. Like she has to just keep moving all the time,
Mm-mm.
and it affects her, and she gets no time to breathe. And like it just makes you think of that. Like that's when you don't get that time, it really can affect you a lot. Like it's
Yeah,
such an important thing to be able to just have a day to just like
chill.
yeah, just
Like you
chill.
said early on, like this really affects your mental health. If you're constantly, living in such a high stress environment or circumstances, it does affect your mental health. It affects your emotional well-being,
Yeah, it does.
and now you are thinking there's been an increase of mental health in teenagers.
Hmm.
This could be that part of the reason is that there's so much stress, so much, going on in school, and there's not enough time for them to chill and to relax or to think about, what they enjoy doing and not thinking about, oh my God, what homework I need to do tonight or what exam I need to sit next week.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressures when you're a teenager. Although there are different pressures to being an adult, but there's a lot. And also I think nowadays when people chill, the way like phones are designed and the way like we're so heavily advertised all the time, and the way that like TikTok is just so many 15-second videos and stuff, like
Mm,
it almost does not give you time to chill because it's just like one thing to the next, and like you'll
mm,
get anything you've seen, and like yeah, that can even probably be bad. Like this would probably be good to go on your phone less. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I'm just considering like different, because you said there's a lot of mental health going on with
yeah.
teenagers now, but there always has been. It's just not being talked about. But yeah, like
Mm-mm.
there definitely is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, social media is definitely a big reason. But
Yeah.
all we're all guilty of it. Like I go on my phone all the time. But yeah,
Can you
I think
imagine a time, can you imagine a time that we had no mobile phones?
well, yeah, I definitely can, and it kind of makes me sad that we've had phones all throughout being a teenager and stuff, because it's a
Mm,
completely different experience, and no one's had this experience before, so we're all learning as we go. So we've made everyone's monitoring social media, and like no one's really, we've not learned globally like how to sort of use phones.
mm,
I don't know, so you're not just like scrolling all the time all day, but
mm.
I don't know.
Well, I grew up with no mobile phones, no social media, no nothing.
Yeah,
I still didn't know how to chill.
yeah. No, I definitely like. I'm not saying that's the sole reason. I think it's just
Mm-mm,
like, but some people have the time to chill.
mm-mm.
I don't know, but yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay, now we thought about a few contexts. Now, the last one I really want to think about is geography.
mhm.
So in places like access to amenities are difficult, like really cold places or really poor places or hot
Yeah,
places.
but a lot of people who've been working all year, their big opportunity to chill is to go on holiday. A
Mm-mm.
lot of people love to, which is very much a privilege, but
Mm-mm.
going on holiday, so that's geography wise. Like some people feel when they're in a hot climate and they can just relax on a beach and it's nothing, everything's sort of on pause for a bit.
Mm-mm.
That's like, and
I'm just thinking about teenagers living in a less privileged environment, where they have to walk so far to get water or
yeah,
where they have to walk so far to go to school. How do they define chill? No, I probably wouldn't know, but we can have a guess.
No, I don't think I would know.
It must be really difficult, isn't it?
That's what I mean, like, it's so personal, like, you probably wouldn't get the time or yeah, but maybe chilling, I don't know, like, I really
Mm,
don't I literally only can think about
mm-mm.
Scotland because, yeah, but
Mm-mm. I suppose what I'm trying to demonstrate is although the topic seems really easy and lighthearted, it's chilling, but actually there is a lot of different lanes we can
a lot
look
of
at
layers,
chilling.
yeah, and there's a lot of layers to it, I think, that I've realized
Mm-mm.
in the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of, like if we're talking about what chilling looks like for everyone, there's a lot of layers to it because there's so many, like, different factors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely it is a privilege to be able to just chill out, as I said, like, so, yeah, like, I don't
Yeah.
know. And
Like
also
even go
feel
on.
guilty, like you said,
Mhm.
it'll be guilty when they chill out, so they're never actually chilling out or, like I don't know. So, yeah, there's a lot of layers to it, basically.
Absolutely, and different lanes to look at chilling, and teenagers will look at chilling differently. Parents will look at chilling differently. You know, be like, you already chill for 2 hours, that's enough. But the
Yeah,
teenager's like, it's only 2 hours,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
and it's just like, how do you negotiate the differences or accept the differences? Actually, my chilling is this, and this is good for me instead of thinking actually you have to be that way or your parents' way, or the culture. I wish I knew all about this when I was younger. Like cultural detect what chilling looks like or how you can relax or not relax or having those guilty voices thinking you can't chill for too long. You've rested 15 minutes. You should get back to your work or you should get onto your homework and all these things, which could be quite, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I forgot the word. The last disabilitating. What's the word? You know,
Uh,
it's quite hindering.
what was it trying to say? Like, what's the word mean?
It
That you
can
can
be like just, oh, let's just say it's quite hindering your, the to for self-care.
yeah.
These external influences, which need to be looked at. And I suppose we also look at the chilling through different lanes today, which I found really, really interesting, and how in different culture, in different family system, in different or in the same household, like me and my husband, like he's got
Yeah,
me Taiwanese and his way of chilling are totally different from my way of chilling. I could be like, yeah, let's do a house clean, on a Sunday. That is chilling for me. And then afterwards, like, oh, this is so good. But for chilling for him is really doing nothing, spending
yeah,
time with the dogs, watching telly, and like absolutely doing the minimal.
yeah. But
Um,
that's what I mean. It's so important
mm-mm.
to work out how you feel most relaxed and to listen to yourself.
Yeah, but sometimes we clash because of this. Not necessarily clash the differences, but it's like how do we negotiate that differences or accept that differences? And just like parents and teenagers, how do you negotiate the differences? Actually, chilling for me looks like this.
Yeah,
And for parents, but chilling looks like this for me. And how do you reach a shared understanding or definition or meaning of what that chilling is? That is, for everybody or for the person involved, of course, that is most important because that's their chilling time.
mhm.
And so it is not as easy as we think about. There's a lot to think about. We also talk about the mental health come to it and
Yeah,
how teenagers, you know, would benefit teenagers to learn how to listen to their body, notice they pay attention to the warning signs that actually, I'm really quite tired, I feel exhausted and I really need some time to chill. And how do you actually verbalize that and say, actually, mom or dad, I'm actually really tired and I really need some chilling time. This time, please don't interrupt me. I'll just be in my bedroom.
yeah,
And I think that's about parents' struggles the most is because I don't think they actually mind their children chilling in the bedroom or doing their own thing. I think it's the lack of communication about why you're in your bedroom is the difficulty for parents. They'll be thinking like, he's in the bedroom for 3 hours now. Why wouldn't he come on and spend time with us? But if
mhm.
you can, as a teenager, can learn to articulate your feelings and what you want to do, what you need, I think you will be surprised how your parents will actually be able to respect that and actually support you to relax and chill.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Wow, it's been a very good chat, Belle. And
Yeah.
I hope. Oh, actually, we still have to end up. We need to end our ritual with a curiosity.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that one. So, what
Um,
are you thinking in terms of curiosity today?
so I'll go for giving a curiosity for the teenagers. So I would encourage teenagers to spend time on their own and figure out like how to chill and learn self-care and learn how to look after yourself.
Okay, then my curiosity probably for the parents then is about maybe be more curious about your own definition of chilling and how you can attain to that part of you telling you actually you're really stressed, you need to rest, you need to chill, and how can you model that to your teenage children to set them up for success in the future, not at 40 years old thinking, oh my God, I finally learned to listen to my body, or I finally learned how to self-care. You want to set them up, start early to set them up for success so they know how to listen to their body, learn how to look after themselves and look after their mental health, which can propel them to, to the outside world and succeed in many different areas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good summary of what we talk about today.
Very good summary. You did very well. Thanks.
Maybe you should try to summarize next time, Belle. Well, thank you for tuning to the show, and please do, if you like the show, please do subscribe so more families and parents and teenagers can find the show organically. And also, do you know what, please do rate the show, because then it can help us with the ranking, and then again more people can actually get access to it. Actually, I haven't heard a lot of podcasts that have a teenage co-host in it, Bill.
Really?
No, I haven't. So
well, our podcast is special then, I guess.
I know, this is amazing, isn't it? So I think it's really good to have your input. And of course, we talk about having more guests in the future, and we do have guests lined up in the future. So please do tune in and do rate our show, do subscribe so we can know, so then families can find, and teenagers can find more about our show and find our shows. Right. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.